prop that you need is a blanket folded a few inches thick and placed right around the center of the mat. So rather than sun salutations, normally would start at the front of the mat. Sun salutations, when you're pregnant, start more towards the back of the mat. So we're gonna start in a standing position, maybe a foot behind the blanket. So we're kind of centered and our feet are hips distance apart. If it's more comfortable, you can take your feet a little wider than hips distance. It might be easier depending how your belly's feeling, how big your belly is. So we're gonna put a little bend in the knees just to get the blood flowing, make sure I'm not locking out. And take an inhale to reach the arms up and over. If this ever feels like a lot to reach your arms up, because it can be some added blood pressure sometimes, you can always just start hands at heart center. So we start with our breath in. As we exhale, we're gonna bend the knees, sit the hips down, open the arms if they're lifted, and come into a chair. But we don't want us to be having our belly pull us forward here, sitting our hips back, so we take the tailbone down and hug the baby really close to the heart. Take a full breath in here. As we exhale, keep a little bend in the knees, but start to send the tailbone up and take the fingertips to the blanket. So rather than a normal fold where we're really close, we want some space for the belly. So we bring our fingertips to something. If you have blocks, you can take them to blocks. Just for the sake of only having to use one prop, I'm using a blanket. So we take a breath in here to lift halfway. Fingertips can stay on the blocks if that feels high enough, or come to the shins to reach. And exhale to fold. Whatever distance you feel comfortable, hands back to the blanket, or maybe to a mat. From here, we're gonna walk our hands forward over the blanket and come into a downward facing dog. Again, feet can be a bit wider than we normally take them. It might be more comfortable for the pelvis. If you want, you can bend through your knees a few times here. And then bring the knees down to the mat and shift the weight forward to a plank. Modified plank. So the knees are down and the thighs are just starting to graze the blanket. We're rolling the shoulders back, looking towards the front edge of the mat. We're gonna take a breath in. As we exhale, put a little bend in the elbows. Now, taking this little push-up, our next movement can be pushing us straight back to a child's pose. If we want to take the heart opener, we have the blanket here to support us and give some space for the belly. So if we exhale to lower. As we come down, the top of our thighs start to hit the blanket, and that gives some space above us to roll the shoulders back, take the belly forward, lift the heart. If there feels like there's any weird pulling up and down the belly, avoid taking this. That big abdominal muscle that runs up and down can get a bit strained. So if it feels tingly or numb, avoid the push-up. If it feels all right, take the heart opener. From here, we press back to something called a quarter dog. Our hips come over the knees. Our hands walk forward a few inches. If we'd like, knees can even come a bit further back. And we sit into this almost like a down dog arms, but rather than letting our back dip, we pull our waist up and we squeeze our elbows together. It's a really good strengthener right here, so we take a breath in. And then we exhale to walk the hands back and get ready to take another down dog. Then we can always stay in quarter dog rather than taking a down dog. Nice. So from here, rather than walking forward, we're gonna take our toes in just a step or two to get the heels closer to the mat. Bend the knees and start to walk the hands back until the heels come down, the hands come to the knees, we lift ourselves to our chair again, turn the tailbone down, belly in, inhale. Exhale, push through the legs, reach the arms up, and hands down. Again, especially as we're coming up, if it's a lot, if we feel a little dizzy as we reach the arms up, just bring them straight to the heart. So we'll go through that one more time with you. So we'll take a breath in. Exhale, sit the hips down. Inhale, and exhale to fold. Bringing our fingertips to the blanket. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. And walk the hands forward to our down dog. Take a breath in. As we exhale, knees to the mat. We roll the shoulders back. If we're taking the push-up, we exhale to bring our thighs to the mat. Inhale to roll the shoulders and the heart forward. And exhale back to either a child's pose if we want to take a rest, or to our counter dog, walking our knees a bit back, fingertips forward, ears in line with the biceps, squeezing the belly in, squeezing the arms in. From here, walk the hands in, pull up to a down dog, and then walk the heels in a step or two, bend the knees, walk the hands back. I didn't do it the first time, but if you want to take a half fold here as we come forward, and then we can exhale to another fold depending how we're feeling. If we're lightheaded at all, we might want to avoid that. And then we sit the hips down, maybe reach the arms up, and inhale. Exhaling, hands to heart center. So that's your prenatal sun salutations. It'll be really good to heat the body and open it in the morning, especially giving some space to stretch the belly and the heart. I hope you enjoy. I hope you feel wonderful. I love you.